Hi everyone, Dr. Susan Brown, Director of the Center for Better Bones. Today we're here in Homestead, Pennsylvania at our third Love Your Bones, Love Your Life, Love Your Bones retreat with Ken. Welcome Ken, glad to have you with us.
Glad to be here.
You know, at the retreat I go over every client's case and I was very interested in Ken because he has low bone mass and the doctors have been concerned about it. He's been looking at all the doctors have been helping him study what could be the cause of this low bone mass. But the most interesting thing was his bone density test. And that's why I asked Ken to be here. He had a bone density test. Let's see, he had one in January. Why did they give you the bone density test, Ken?
Well, I had a spinal fracture 5 years prior, but there was never any follow-up until I talked with this doctor.
So you met, like you said, a new doctor, and he said, gee, you had a fracture 5 years ago. Let's see what is going on with the bone density.
Right.
So they measured his bone density, and you know they measured the hip, and then they measured the spine. And it was sort of interesting. So they got a kind of a low reading, and then what did they do?
Well, we looked at the results, and both my doctor and I were surprised that...
the reading was so low.
Yes, exactly, yes. So we were both a little skeptical, and we thought, well, maybe we should just try it one more time, just in case there was a mistake made. So about 10 days later, we had another test.
So 10 days later, they go to the same laboratory. They have a different technician probably was on duty, but the same machine, the same laboratory, and this test result showed that in the hip, it was 4% difference just in 10 days. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, and it's very interesting, the hip was 4% lower in 10 days, and the spine was 2% higher in 10 days. Now, you know you can't change bone density that quick. The point of Ken's story to me is that we always take the bone density test with a grain of salt, that they're not really precise. If you remember my discussion of Susan Ott, who put 100 people on her machine, a big researcher, a famous researcher, with well-calibrated machines. She put those 100 people on her machines, walked around the room, and said you need a 5 or 6% change to be sure it's not placement on the machine. Now, your doctor never told you that when you got the bone density test, but Ken is a living example that 10 days you can see a really significant difference. So the gist of it is, sure, Ken has got stuff to work on. He's going to try to figure out why his bone density might be low. I'll give you a tip. We know partly because Ken is a very small man. He's lightweight, he's small boned. One of my other clients was a small man. He came to me and I said, look, I don't see anything wrong. And he went to many doctors and he finally found a doctor that compared his bone density, ran the bone density like if he were a woman against the woman's standard, which are small bone standards, and he turned out to have normal bone. So we know that that's not every case. We know you had a fracture, so we got to work really hard to find out what the weakness cause might be. But we do know from Ken's case that take the bone density with a grain of salt. A 4% change might not necessarily be significant, and it may be indeed just how you were placed on that machine. Great. And as we're closing, Ken, tell me, what did you find useful our retreat here in Pennsylvania?
Well, I thought every day was amazing.
Oh, neat.
Both the staff, the material, the venue, exceeded my expectations. So.
You know, and I really appreciate hearing that because the one common, you know, we spend so long working on these, and the one common comment is it's exceeded my expectations. And I really am so grateful for all of you coming and all of us moving the science of bone health ahead. So everyone be well. Think of Ken when you get that bone density. Don't worry about a small change. We'll talk later.